Hey, welcome. Today's video is about the Incott G23 gaming mouse. This review unit has been sent to me by mechkeys, but I will as always say my honest opinion about it. After the release of the unsymmetrical shape, the G Hero, Incott comes now with this new symmetrical shape, the G23. The particularity of this one is that it has hot swappable switches using a very creative and easy swap concept that we will check later. It also features solid specs for a low price. So let's see if all of this is worth it. First, let's do as usual a quick unboxing. In this simple black box you will find the mouse here in the color red, but it's also available in orange. You will find this transparent switch tape, this switch puller, and also 3 other different type of one-no switches, which we will take a closer look later. In the box you receive also dot skates if you want to change the full skates. Then you will find the cable with the adapter on it, but wait, where is the dongle?
5 hours later.
The dongle was hidden here under this big DPI button, which is attached to the body with a magnet, so very easy to remove. A very funny and creative way to hide the dongle. I almost thought I received it without dongle. Now, let's move to the specification and characteristics of the G23 gaming mouse. Started with the technical specs, I have here the G23, which includes the 3395 sensor. Out of the box it goes up to 1000 Hz polling rates, but it's possible to reach 8000 Hz with the extra dongle. There is also the G23 Pro, which has the new 3950 ES King sensor, that's a big name, which goes up to 45,000 DPI, and you will get the 8K dongle out of the box. The usual settings like DPI, polling rates, motion sync, LOD and debounce time can be changed in the Incott software, which can be found on mechkeys website. The G23 as well as the Pro version comes with a weight of around 65 grams. It's not a super lightweight due to these hot swappable switches features, but I think it's very acceptable. It has a good weight balancing. Regarding the switches, it comes out of the box with the one-no blue dot pink switches, but you get in the box these 3 other one-no switches, the one-no brown, the green and the black. So let's try to change the switches and test them. To change the switches is very easy, probably the easiest concept from all I have tried so far. You don't need to open the mouse. Incott has this great idea to integrate these little sockets that can be removed, like changing the battery of your remote controller. Pull out the switches with the puller and replace the new one. Just make sure the switches is oriented correctly. You can also remove completely the socket if you want to get an easier access to the switches. But in my opinion, you don't need it. The cable is long enough to change the switches without removing completely the socket. You can also add the spacer sound dampening before if you want. Let's check now the sound of these 3 different switches and also the build quality. The brown switches are silent, you hear almost nothing. It has this very deep talk sound, and the problem is also you don't feel the click. So not the best responsiveness for gaming in my opinion. But if you like silent switches, this is the best I've tried so far regarding the noise. The black switches are more on the clicky side with a quite heavy metal click sound. The green one feels also very responsive, but maybe a bit harder to press compared to the black one and the one-no blue switches that comes out of the box, and which are my favorite out of these switches. For the rest, the main switches are well implemented, almost no pre-travel, maybe just a little bit of post-travel. Scroll wheel is good, more on the lighter side, but you can still feel the steps. Side buttons are for my taste a bit heavy, with a bit too much post and pre-travel. but they are very well implemented, no shaking at all. The big DPI button here can be confusing. During gaming it doesn't happen that I misclick on it as I use a claw grip, but maybe if you use a palm grip this can happen. But as I said before, you can easily remove it if it's disturbing. For the rest, the build quality is very solid. It doesn't feel as a budget gaming mouse at all. Very impressive here. The coating is also very good, feels like an improvement compared to the last G Hero gaming mouse. It provides a better grip. The skates out of the box are okay, not the best, but it's also not the worst. Regarding the shape and size, to make it short, this G23 gaming mouse is almost a G Pro X Superlight. Same potato shape, same size, same hump. The clicks at the front feels a bit wider on the G23 and more curvy, but for the rest it's a G Pro X shape. So moving now to the grip possibilities, as it has this universal shape you can almost do everything with, depending on your hand size. Palm or relax claw grip for small hands gamer, claw grip, relax claw grip or aggressive claw grip for medium hand size gamers. So a very safe and comfortable shape. About the performance while gaming, also here nothing to complain. I was playing at 1000 Hz polling rates all the time. The G23 feels very responsive. It works flawless. It feels very premium despite this low price. Very surprised here. Even after changing the switches for at least 10 times, it still rocks solid. No wrinkling, everything is fixed on place. So to sum up, we have here again a budget wonder from Incott. For around $45 or euros you can get this G23, and if you are interested in getting the 8K out of the box, I recommend you to choose the Pro version for around $65 or euros. You will receive a well-built quality gaming mouse with a great hot swappable switches concept in the shape of the G Pro X Superlight. That's the end for today's video. I hope you enjoy it. If so, drop a like and don't forget to subscribe in order to not miss the next one. Thank you for watching, and as always, see you next time. Bye bye.